Okay, question 18. This is in 4C, so standard form and significant figures. Let us have a look at this. So the first thing you got to do is work out, well, what have they given us? They've given us m and e. So we've actually got this as e equals md squared. So the trouble is d is not our subject, whereas d is what we need to find here. So this is that whole begin with the end in mind. So we want d to be our subject. So if I take my e equals md squared and go, all right, well, how do I get d on its own? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is divide both sides by m. So I end up with e over m equals d squared, which is good, but we're not quite there. I need to get rid of the d squared. So to get rid of the squared, I square root it. So I square root both sides. I end up with e over m equals d. And now we've got something we can work with. I'll change colors so we can see what I'm doing. Question A. I now have m equals 0.08 and e equals 5.5 times 10 to the 9. So square root of 5.5 times 10 to the power of 9 over 0.08. I'm going to literally put that into the calculator, which I can't show you on this particular one, but if I did that, I would plug that in, and I'll just do it on my one right here so I can be sure that I'm not getting it. So I use the square root symbol and then the fraction button, and I go 5.5 and then the scientific notation times 10 to the power of 9. Then on the denominator, 0.08, and I get an answer of 262,202. So 262,202.212. But it's asked us to do it to three significant figures. So our first three figures, 262, are significant. This 2 here doesn't make us round up or anything. So to three significant figures, I get 262,000. That's three significant figures. Question B is very similar. We're still using the same formula. I've got E, which is 1.6 times 10 to the power of 4 over, and M is 2.7 times 10 to the 3. Then I'm going to do a square root of that. And when I chuck that into the calculator, I'm going to get 2.43. That is my three significant figures. Now, just remember that when you do both of those, you've got plus or minus in front of them too, because it is a square root. You can have a positive or a negative one. And that's